Oh. Okay.
Oh god. Wait, Rachel, go back, go back, go back.
Okay, this would be better. They can hear. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Okay, can I try?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my gosh, that was helpless.
Don't worry if you hear echo because we keep turning up until we.
Okay.
Because that means it goes out. And it
Why
comes
is it
back.
so loud?
And it's nothing but plastic chairs, so it's going to sound different.
Okay, okay.
Where is-
body's to absorb it.
Where's
Okay, this is so much better. I
Once
thought
you're-
it would be a quiet guitar.
Okay. Today,
It's so loud. Okay, that's the point. You got it.
okay. Assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Should I add that? Yeah. You said you would.
Yeah, okay. Today, June 2nd, 2024. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Okay. Does anybody need to practice?
Yes.
Because I'm gonna
No.
take so long.
Okay,
Me.
I'm next.
Oh, wait. Wait, I need to.
I'm gonna burp in the microphone. Oh my gosh.
Where's my speech? Where's Miss Reggio?
No, it looks fine. Okay, I meant too. I mean, some people cover it.
For the first time, Malti, I seen you as a short person.
Oh, my nose hurts. Oh yeah,
Okay.
wait, Ethan, I broke my nose last night. Good evening, everyone. I have a broken nose, and I'm getting over a cold, so if you can't hear me, blame Ethan.
Good afternoon and welcome. It is our pleasure to introduce the platform guests who are joining us this afternoon. As our guests are introduced, we ask that they please stand and that you hold your applause until all of our honored guests have been introduced. Okay. I think it's okay. Wait, I need to tell Miss Reggio. Miss Reggio, Miss Reggio, I put my paper just like where my speech already is. I'm just gonna pull this out and read this one. But just so you know. Yep. I don't need
We need to remove the chair. Remove the chair from the wheelchair. Good evening, Superintendent Holler, Mrs. Reggio, school administrators, BSD school board members, teachers, staff, family, friends, and my fellow Brandywine High School class of 2024. My name is Rachel Bachrath, and I have had the pleasure of serving as a class officer for the past 4 years. Okay.
Shut up, bro. That was so slow.
No, it
That was so good. That was good. That was great. That was great.
My speech is like 4 minutes long. I need to talk fast.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Yes, Malti, go.
Okay. Good evening. Oh, shoot. I can't even read it. Okay. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the University of Delaware's Bob Carpenter Center. The university wishes to remind you, for your health and safety, this is a smoke-free campus. For your safety, stairways and aisles are to be kept open for this event. Marked emergency exits are located on the concourse level on all sides of the building. A marked area of refuge for disabled persons is located on the concourse between sections 10 and 11. Marked emergency exits for floor-level seating are located at each corner of the arena. Please familiarize yourself with the exits in your area. In case of an emergency, you will see visual blinking lights and hear an alert tone with a voice message. The message will advise you to evacuate the building in an orderly manner using the closest exit. Once outside, move 200 feet away from the building.
Good evening, and welcome to the 65th commencement of Brandywine High School. I am Rebecca Reggio, the principal of Brandywine High School. At this time, I ask that you please silence your cell phones. To the family and friends of our graduating seniors, I would like to remind you that this is a special ceremony. Everyone is asked to demonstrate dignity and respect for others throughout this event. At this time, will everyone please rise for the procession of the class of 2024, led by the Brandywine School District Board of Education, the faculty and staff of Brandywine High School, and followed by the presentation of colors. please remain standing. Gentlemen, please remove your hats as graduate Sanaa Jackson performs our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. I would like to introduce Catherine Williams, Vice President of the Class of 2024.
Good afternoon, platform guests, members of the faculty, parents, families, friends, and classmates. I am Catherine Williams, Vice President of the Class of 2024. On behalf of my class, I would like to welcome you to the 65th Annual Commencement Exercises of Brandywine High School. During the ceremony, a professional photographer will take an individual picture of each graduate receiving a diploma. We ask our guests to please stay in their seats during the entire graduation ceremony. We would appreciate you keeping your cell phones on silent so that everyone can enjoy this special occasion without distractions. We also ask that you respect each student as they receive their diploma and maintain the dignity of this occasion in the Brandywine High School tradition. Thank you for your cooperation. And now, I would like to introduce the Treasurer of the Class of 2024, Olivia Erskine, and Secretary Morgan Echeverria. Thank you. Good afternoon and welcome. It is our pleasure to introduce the platform guests who are joining us this afternoon. As our guests are introduced, we ask that they please stand and that you hold your applause until all of our honored guests have been introduced. Mr. Lincoln Holler, Superintendent of the Brandywine School District. Dr. Lisa Lawson, Deputy Superintendent. Mr. Kenneth Rivera, Assistant Superintendent. Members of the Board of Education, Mr. John Scrobot III, President. Mr. Jason Heller, Vice President. Mr. Ralph Ackerman. Reverend Shanika Dickerson. Mrs. Kristen Pigeon. Mrs. Kimberly Stock. Dr. Sean Jegaday.
Brandywine High School administrators, Ms. Rebecca Reggio, principal. Mr. Byron Murphy, assistant principal, who is with the audience. Mr. Bill Wells, assistant principal. Ms. Joshua Tabron, assistant principal. Mr. Michael Richardson, dean of students. Ms. Natasha Morris, dean of students. Officers of the class of 2024, Rachel Bachrath, president. Catherine Williams, vice president. Olivia Erskine, treasurer, and I am Morgan Echeverria, secretary. Our valedictorians, Olivia Erskine, Malty John, Lila Barber, Rachel Bachrath, Benjamin Harkin, Ella Paul, Lillian Privet, Gabrielle Smith, Olivia Sparts. Our senior speakers, Hannah Ahmed and Susanna Quadrado. Yeah. Now, I would like to invite our principal, Ms. Rebecca Reggio, to approach the podium.
Good evening, graduates. This evening marks a significant milestone in your lives. It is a moment when you can reflect on your journey and look forward to the future with anticipation and excitement. As you stand on the cusp of this new chapter, I ask that you take a moment to consider the 4 years you just spent in high school and how the challenges you faced and the triumphs you earned have influenced the person you have become. At the end of each school year, I do the same. I reflect back on all that I have experienced, and I think about what has brought success. And I often land in the same place. It is all about attitude and mindset. In particular, I would like to focus on the power of optimism and positivity. When you started high school, it was a difficult time. We were still in the midst of COVID, completing school online, and eventually wearing masks through a hybrid return. That seems like ages ago, yet it shaped who you are today. More importantly, how you pushed through that challenging and crazy time shaped who you are today. It was difficult to remain positive throughout that time, especially not knowing what the future would bring. And here you sit today, 4 years later, definitely not knowing what will come next yet again. How will your attitude now impact your next 4 years and beyond? Optimism and positivity are not just attitudes, but powerful tools that can shape our reality. Optimism allows us to see possibilities where others see obstacles. It is this mindset that will propel you forward, helping you to overcome future challenges and to create opportunities out of adversity. I am forever an optimist. I believed that our football team could have a winning season, and not only did that happen, but we made it to the playoffs for the first time in 20 years. I was confident when I heard we had yet another Samsung Solve for Tomorrow team competing for a national award. And what do you know? Brandywine High School students won for an unprecedented second year in a row. We educators chose our path because we are innately optimistic. We believe so deeply in your abilities and your futures that we get excited for the opportunities you will have and for the mark you will make on this world. Positivity is about the energy you bring to your everyday life. This mindset is about cultivating a spirit of resilience. Being positive does not mean ignoring difficulties. It means facing them with a belief that you can make things better. Consider the times when you faced a conflict with a friend or a teacher, a project or an assignment that seemed impossible, a workload that stretched you to your limits, or personal struggles that tested your resolve? What is it that pushed you through it? Let's not forget, if you can successfully navigate the BHS parking lot, you can conquer any challenge. I have witnessed in my life that attitudes are contagious. This is something I had to learn early in my career as a math teacher, because let's face it, many people have decided they don't like math. But I attempt to use this mentality every day in my professional life. As you step into the next chapter, remember that your positivity can not only help you persevere, but can also uplift those around you. Approach each day with the determination to make a difference. I am inspired every day by the people around me, but mostly it is you who inspire me, as I have gotten to know you and seen your brightness and power. I'm inspired by your courage, I'm inspired by your creativity, and I am inspired by your perseverance and desire. Be proud of where you come from, and be proud of the diversity you have experienced at Brandywine High School. Most importantly, be proud of being a Brandywine Bulldog. I wish you all the best, and I thank you for making Brandywine the place to be. Now I would like to introduce the class of 2024 President Rachel Bachroth to share some of her thoughts with you.
Good evening. My name is Rachel Bachroth. I have had the pleasure of serving as a class officer for 4 years, the past 2 as president. Since our freshman year, we have faced many unusual challenges, but we have grown individually and collectively to get to where we are today. Let me start by sharing some highlights of our class. Athletically, our boys soccer team and swim teams have won 4 straight Blue Hen Conference titles, never losing to Concord. Last fall, our football team, led by seniors, made the state playoffs for the first time in 28 years. And our girls cross-country team, with fewer than 10 runners, won the Blue Hen Conference Championship for the first time since 2003. And several of us have committed to playing sports in college. Academically, our senior class has 1 National Merit finalist and 4 other commended students. Our Samsung Solve for Tomorrow team won yet again the national award, and we had a VEX Robotics team attend the World Championship. Lastly, our Math League team once again qualified for the State Invitational. Artistically, we've had many students successfully audition into the various all-state ensembles representing our school musically in the community and around the state. And hopefully, many of you got to enjoy the spring musical Sister Act, which featured several of our class members in leading roles. Don't get me wrong, we've had our problems too. We found out on the morning of hallway decorations junior year that we couldn't actually use any of our props because they weren't school appropriate. And then we took dead last to even the freshmen. Then this fall, the speaker blew out at our senior homecoming, causing it to end an hour early. And rain has dampened every annual class car wash and left us drenched during our sophomore homecoming. Of course, I'll state the obvious, COVID. Our freshman year was mostly on Zoom, and we didn't get to see each other's maskless faces until over halfway through our sophomore year. Since then, we've witnessed the turnovers with our principal, the majority of our admin, our AD, class advisors, band director, and dozens of other staff members at BHS. As these changes came, we accepted them and grew from them. Sometimes things have been difficult, but our ability to adapt has helped prepare us for our futures after high school. We will soon move on to college, trade school, the military, and the workforce. Numerous classmates have enlisted, 1 has joined AmeriCorps, and at least 1 is going on a mission next year. We are attending colleges as far away as California, Florida, and Arizona, and as close as a 10-minute drive. No matter what our plans are, we are prepared thanks to our experiences here at Brandywine. These past 4 years, we've had tough times, but even more good times. As we move on from the season of high school, I'll leave you with the words of Dr. Seuss. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself in any direction you choose. Congratulations and best of luck, class of 2024.
The status of class valedictorian is the highest honor that we bestow on a graduating senior. Valedictorians maintain at least a non-weighted grade point average of 4.0 during their 4 years of high school. As is our tradition, our top 2 valedictorians are asked to speak to us and to recognize a teacher who has made a significant impact on their education. This year, that honor belongs to Olivia Erskine and Malty John. Olivia, please join me at the podium.
Good evening, everyone. Graduates, if you don't know me, hi, I'm Olivia. We went to high school together. I want to start off by congratulating everyone for being here. Although our journey at Brandywine has been filled with challenges, we are proud of our growth and the countless memorable moments we have created together. During the past 4 years, we've learned the values necessary to become great leaders. We've forged lifelong relationships and pushed ourselves to excel both academically and beyond the classroom in activities, sports, and community service. Most importantly, we faced numerous difficulties and emerged stronger as a united class. One of our first challenges was starting high school online during our freshman year. Who would have ever thought that we would start high school from our bedrooms? Many of us have never even stepped foot into Brandywine until our sophomore year. Despite the pandemic separating us physically, we did not let this obstacle define us. With the unwavering support of Brandywine's teachers and staff, we got back on track. Together, we tackled challenges like raising money for a beautiful prom, we supported our great student athletes from the stands, and we even survived the Bulldog Nap Times Instagram account. Overcoming hurdles has prepared us to tackle any future challenges with resilience and determination. Personally, my success at Brandywine came from pushing myself to take on challenges and believing in my abilities. Even when the workload was overwhelming, I never gave up. Shout out to my parents for being so supportive. But what I cherish the most from my time here are the friendships I've made. High school has taught me to be open to different ideas, perspectives, and beliefs, and to be open to people in general. I've met incredible individuals at Brandywine, and I've been fortunate to have some amazing mentors. One mentor in particular, Mr. Smeater, has been a tremendous support both in and out of the classroom. He has given me valuable advice and has been like a school dad to me. Mr. Smeater is not only intelligent, but wise. I've had many quick after-school chats with him that accidentally turn into hour-long conversations because he shared his or one of his daughter's experiences or showed me something cool that he did or he learned. I thank him for always having his door open to me when I needed an ear. Mr. Smeater is someone I want to be like when I'm older, in the sense that he continues to learn and study and read every day. He is compassionate and cares deeply about the people in his life, and he is not afraid to share his opinion and stand up for his beliefs. As we stand on the brink of a new chapter in our lives, I encourage all of us to embrace these values that Mr. Smeater has demonstrated: lifelong learning, compassion, and integrity. Let's leave high school with a determination to be successful, find joy and happiness, discover our sense of purpose, and continuously try new things in life. Congratulations to each and every one of you, and be proud of all you have done to get here. Lady Gaga said, quote, "Don't allow people to dim your shine because they are blinded. Tell them to put on sunglasses." Go into the world, make yourself seen, and make your ideas heard. Thank you. Mr. Smeater, will you please join me on the stage? this one?
Thank you, Olivia. Now I would like to bring our other valedictorian, Malty John, to the podium.
Good evening, class of 2024, teachers, families, and friends. And congratulations! This day marks the end of a long journey and the beginning of a new and exciting chapter. I can't wait to Google you guys 10 years from now and see what amazing things you all accomplish. It would be remiss of me to say that we have all reached this point through our own tenacity, hard work, and perseverance, although I'm sure there was a lot of that. We are here in large part because of the tireless dedication of our families. Thank you for dragging us out of bed in the morning and supporting us through everything. And let's not forget our amazing teachers who have worked so hard to allow us to reach this point. Thank you for your flexibility, support, and your valuing of each of us and our unique needs. By believing in us, you have all inspired us in so many ways. While you have all impacted me and taught me so much, today I would like to expand a little bit about Mr. Merklin. Honestly, I feel bad for all the things I've put Mr. Merklin through. For starters, I might possibly be the worst teacher's aide he's ever had. I don't do any work. And when I told Mr. Merklin that I was sorry for never doing anything he asked me to, he simply told me, "It's okay. You are working on your engineering project." That's pretty illustrative of Mr. Merklin's nature, I think. He's extraordinarily kind and forgiving. He sees the best in people, and that's what makes him a wonderful mentor. Whenever I go up to show Mr. Merklin whatever I'm working on, he always has the best advice. In one of my projects, I was showing him the design, and he just offhandedly told me, "You should add this thing called a box joint. It'll help you put it together easier." That was absolutely a game changer. But while he's extremely smart and his ideas are incredible, Mr. Merklin is very humble and tells us to take his advice with a grain of salt. He emphasizes freedom and self-direction in projects. He wants us to experiment, even if he knows there's a good chance it won't work. Because as I've learned in engineering, failure teaches you more than success ever could. Mr. Merklin is also so fun to talk to. The other day, I didn't even put my bag down. I just stood there talking to him until the period ended. I've unloaded so much drama on Mr. Merklin, but he's so supportive, always telling me to advocate for myself and tell people no. That's pretty good advice. I had volunteered to do a project for an organization, and 2 days later, I completely regretted it as I was juggling a lot of other responsibilities at the time. So I told them no and gave it to Mr. Merklin. Unfortunately, he didn't follow his own advice. Sorry, Mr. Merklin, but you did an amazing job. Next year, I will greatly miss not only Mr. Merklin, but also all of my teachers and friends. My time at Brandywine has been better than I ever expected, thanks to our wonderful and incredibly dedicated teachers, the amazing facilities, and of course, the wonderful friends I've made along the way. Thank you for making high school some of the best years of my life, and good luck to all of you in your future endeavors. Mr. Merklin, will you please join me on the stage?
Mr. Merklin was unexpectedly absent, so we will accept your gift on his behalf. Thank you, Malty. Before I bring our student speakers to the podium, I would like to recognize some other remarkable faculty members who have devoted much time and talent to the students of Brandywine High School. I would like to recognize Mr. Byron Murphy, Miss Mary Pinkston, and Miss Margaret Crowley, please stand, who are retiring. They are retiring after a combined 101 years of dedicated service to education. To Brandywine High School and to the Brandywine School District. Their efforts, talents, and skills had a tremendous impact on the lives of so many of our scholars. I would also like to recognize our newly named Teacher of the Year, Mr. David Maloney. Mr. Maloney was nominated and selected by the BHS community through a rigorous selection process based on his outstanding work with students in his math classroom. We all know that the successes and accomplishments of the class of 2024 would not exist without an amazing group of educators supporting them. I would like each member of the Brandywine High School faculty and staff in attendance to please rise and be recognized for all that you have done for our students. A commencement would not be complete without speeches that share insights and represent our graduating class. Senior speakers are selected by their classmates, and it is my pleasure to honor and introduce our first senior speaker, Hannah Ahmed.
Assalamu alaikum and hello everyone. Today, June 2nd, 2024, we stand at the threshold of starting a new chapter in our lives. Class of 2024, we have made it. We overcame the late night study sessions, tough exams, and most importantly, the moments of self-doubt. Looking at all of you now in your graduation caps and gowns made me realize, wow, we have grown, learned, and matured together. As we get into the real world, as we all embark on our next stops in our personal journeys, remember that the world needs your unique perspective and voice. Don't let fear hold you back, and don't let the future scare you. Your life belongs to you. Embrace failure or step backs as a step towards success. Get up, fall, then get up again, but always keep fighting for your passion. To our families and trusted adults who supported us on every step of this journey, we thank you for your support and belief in us, even when there are times when we doubted ourselves. As a first-generation immigrant kid, I once believed that I wouldn't make it in America, and I was ready to give up all the opportunities that were provided to me and sacrifices made by my hardworking Egyptian parents. But at the young age of 11, I made the choice to persevere without holding back. Over time, I was able to care less about what others believed I could or I couldn't do. I knew believing in myself mattered most. With hard work and the right outlook, I stand in front of all of you, saying that I see every one of you and acknowledge the personal journeys you have navigated to be here on this day. I like to consider myself as an example for all the first younger generation immigrant kids out there. I know you can feel lost and lonely, but know there are goals waiting to be met and adults in every subject just waiting to support you. And now, looking at the audience and seeing all the bright smiles on your faces made every obstacles we have ensured worth it. Class of 2024, after 4 years of sharing countless memories and bonds, we're going our separate path now. As we move toward our separate ways, let us carry all the lessons we have learned in the Brandywine High School building to make a positive impact on tomorrow. Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you, Hannah. I would now like to introduce our next elected student speaker, Susanna Cuadrado.
Thank you, Ms. Reggio. My turn. Today is not only a special day where we, the class of 2024, end a chapter as high school students, but also a day where we earn the honorary title of high school graduates. I want to mention some educators who have made our high school experience more pleasant and have pushed us to our fullest for us to be here today. Mr. Edmund Gibbons, you have given us so much guidance and patience throughout the majority of our class and became such a nagging parental adult we didn't know we needed. And that is a debt that cannot be repaid. Miss Diana Rossi, your dedication towards your student leaves me in awe and shows how you are more than a teacher, but a companion and a shoulder to lean on. You took the time to understand your students for us to carry on and do good. For that, I am forever grateful for how much you have inspired me and other students to look into the beauty aspect of even the littlest things. And of course, Miss Pinkston. Math is not often a favorite subject, according to me, but you have a way of turning the roughest teachings into something more memorable. As this is your last year here, it's saddening to see you go, but we are thankful to be sharing this moment with you and wish you nothing but bliss after we say goodbye. As you all know, freshman year was not a typical high school experience we have all faced. Our biggest obstacle was if we can get through our first year in Brandywine through just a computer screen. It may have seemed like an advantage, but the question was, were we really learning anything? Regardless, we did learn a lot from it. We learned how to progress and adjust in a completely different environment compared to those before us. It was a rough start, but it further prepared us to overcome big changes in our routines, which has left us to be much more extraordinary. We were told 1,000 times over that it is a big world out there, and reality is not all that we can expect. There will be trials and tribulations, challenges that seem too difficult to face. However, I have seen my peers throughout these years go through difficulties and more, facing it head on and persevering. The class of 2024 is resilient, driven, adaptable, determined, fearful, and not afraid to bite back. We've accomplished so much within just 4 years, and I do not doubt we will accomplish more for years to come. It is truly astonishing the goals we were able to achieve, and it goes without saying, though I'm going to say it anyway, we are a generation waiting to thrive. The connections we made will not be broken. The laughs we shared will always echo the halls, and the kindling flame of our spirits will keep burning. Though it is bittersweet, I will cherish this day sharing it with you, my peers, but I will not see it as a final goodbye. I will see it as a see you soon. As we venture on through different paths, I implore you, class of 2024, take a leap and not hold yourself back to what we all know you can succeed in. Although it is frightening, if you were able to be here today, it was only the start of something far greater. To the families, how could I forget, and friends who get to share this endearing moment, we thank you for showing up. Whether you believe it or not, your influence has shaped your scholars into the fine young adults we are now. We have laughed so much from you and will learn more. As we step onto the stage and are handed our diplomas one by one, just know your face, you being here, will be the first in our minds. As I am sure we are all very eager to start our big final finale at Brandywine High School, I will end off on one last note. We Bulldogs are ready for change. Bendición and best of luck to the class of 2024 graduates. Thank you.
Thank you, Susanna. Will the members of the Brandywine High School Chorale, Harmonia, and Dance Ensemble please come forward for a special musical selection, followed by the performance of the Alma Mater with the band and orchestra.
What you sow, you'll reap. Reap what you sow. What you plant in your life will surely grow. And what you grow with love will surely bloom. And the fruits of your labor will come back to you. Come back to you. Do not tire from doing good. And never give up when the road gets rough. For one day soon a great reward you'll see from the good you've done. When the harvest comes, when the harvest comes, what you sow, you will reap. What you sow, what you plant, will surely keep until you achieve the things you strive and taste the joy, and then you'll taste the joy of your reward. Come taste the joy of your reward. What you sow with love will surely bloom, and the fruits of your labor will come back to you.
Thank you, Miss Anderson, Miss Brown, Dance Ensemble, and members of the Harmonia for that fine performance. Will all graduates please stand? 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 And now, Mr. Holer, members of the Brandywine School District Board of Education, and guests, I hereby certify that the students assembled before you have successfully completed the requirements for a diploma from the state of Delaware, the Brandywine School District, and Brandywine High School. The faculty and I present to you the 65th graduating class of Brandywine High School, the class of 2024. I would like to introduce Mr. John Scrobot III, President of the Brandywine School District Board of Education.
Good evening, friends, family, most importantly, our honored guests, the class of 2024. Today is your day, a significant accomplishment in a long list of many more achievements that await you. On behalf of the Brandywine School District Board of Education and the state of Delaware, it is my honor and pleasure to accept this Brandywine High School class of 2024.
Graduates, with the exception of the first two rows, please be seated. The awarding of diplomas will now begin. Because we share your pride and excitement, with respect to our students' accomplishments, we ask each one of you in the audience to please respect the ceremony so that it will have the prestige and dignity it truly deserves. Reading the names of our graduates will be Mrs. Joshua Tabron and Mr. Bill Wells.
Multi John. Olivia Jane Erskine. Diploma will be handed by parent and BSD staff member Karen Erskine. Catherine Una Williams. Diploma will be handed by parent and BSD staff member Kim Stock. Rachel Catherine Bockrath. Leela Barber. Benjamin Charles Harkin. Ella Christine Paul. Lillian Janae Privet. Hannah Ahmed. Morgan Echeverria. Susanna Quadrado. Gabrielle Karen Smith. Olivia Renee Sparks. Xavier Spencer. Camden Gabriel Aaron. Ileana Martina Adragna. Isabel Anna Adragna. Ola Alua Kito Ajanaku. Aaron Henry Album. Vincent Joseph Alessandrine. Dominic Michael Antonelli. Hassan Idel Arar. Eddie Baker Jr. Samantha Bargren, Jonathan Barrera Cruz, Matthew J. Barton, Chanel Beck, Jason Isaac Beverly, Charles Edward Manila Jr., Jalen Quincy Allen, Mason Black, Maxwell Blovat, Sando Bracewell, Anthony Briscoe, Michael Christian Brock. How do you say your middle name? Noah Broomer, Kanaya Lene Burton, Nathalian Alexander Butts, Dagmyra Cabot Torres, Cameron Wayne Campbell, Owen Bailey Capps, Kira Ariane Michelle Cashaw, Marina Catherine Chakar. Diploma will be handed by parent and BSD staff member Donna Chakar. Phineas Champney, Kayvon Brown, Kennedy Leanne Burton, Isabella Grace Chermak, Eli Claney, Marquan DeKevis Clark, Randall Maurice Coates Jr., Serena Emily Cochran, Keziah Colder, Cassidy Conley, Sirlise Melanie Quadrado, Treasure Felicia Davis, Lila Victoria DeLussy, Coretti Chrissy DeRosier, Leasia Dickerson Steele, Benjamin Dominguez Cotero, Desiree Marie Donahue Kumba, Kestra Alanis Cole, Siani Marie Coleman, Juanita Faith Donez, Lyric Sine Drummond, Stanley Nakai Dryden Jr., Kaylin Jayla Dyson, Sean Patrick Ebright, David Alberto Farjado, Gianna Tyron Marie Flowers, Matthew C. Fulmer, Vienna Garcia, Lily Gavins, Alexis Gibbs, Ethan Connor Eck, Ethan A. Edinburgh Ribeiro, Edarzin Armali, Brennan Noel Gibbs, diploma presented by BSD staff member Dexter Gibbs. Elsie Alita Karen Godsey, Ewan Patrick Grant, Selena Marie Maddie Ann Grant, Alexander Griffith II, Alexander Griffith II, Allison Jolie Haschek, Charles Hearn, Jack W. Hedge, say it, Lauren Ann Heller, Alerica Patience Henry, Ernest Lee Edwards Jr., Gavin Emerson, Michaela Groover, David Joseph Halligan, Richard Thomas Hamilton V, Sharai Hernandez Suarez, Sanai Monet Hester Chirac, Frank Hanish V, Ryan Patrick Commence, Charlie Casango, Julian Hartnett, Kenan Deshawn Harrigan, Aiden Jeffrey Scott Harrison Walls. His diploma will be presented by parent and BSD staff member David Walls. Julian Thomas Howard. Caden Anthony Hutt. Sanaa J.L. Jackson. Tanasia May Cuvon James. Anaya Namir Johnson. Aiden W. Key. Anna Christine Kegelman. Anna Elizabeth Johnson. Journey Anai Johnson. Lehman Edward Johnson III. Sanaya Anye Johnson. Sky Mary Jones. Namanje Samel Kai. Deanna Nicole King. Tori Caperna. Jacob Michael Kramer. Morgan Christopher Lake. Caleb Alexander Lang. Abram Tyler Lavanye Spivey. Valerie Lizana Valer. Madison Lee Locke. Yisel Lopez Alvarez.
Isabella Laura Maldonado. Sayan Giovanni Marcano. Sarahi Martinez Guzman. Jacqueline Martinez Mejia. Talia Rose Mason. Benjamin Michael Maxwell. Lyric Anai Mayfield. Vincent Anthony Mazzata. Jonathan Adam McCassell. Catherine Sarah McDerby. Matthew N. McGill. Sabria Hasna McIver. Tyler James Merritt. Christopher Charles Messenger. Christian Meza. Joseph Miller Villela. Kayla Elizabeth Murphy. Isabella Joy Neef. Megan Elizabeth Leary. Maurice A. Nelson. Melissa Imani Odio. Justin D. O'Rangers. Camila Anais Ortiz. Matthew Glenn Alton. Christian Tyler Parker. Marshall Vaughn Parker. Hugh Min Pham. Anye Joy Philogene. Luca Winfield Politza. Tyrell Keith Kwan Jr. Avery Quartelbaum. Eric Alejandro Mahia. Deanna Lynn Merritt. Bree Elizabeth Patterson. Jessica Loren Corsetti. Horace Teresa Quia. Aiden Quinn. Khalir Ahmad Red. Nair Naheem Reynolds. Jakai Lee Rich. Devin Riley. Shamar Sorrell Samuel. Callie Ann Savarin. Ava Marie Schwab. Samara Naima Roberts. Jazir Penn. Aiden Pennington. Josephine Marianne Petrak. Samuel Lewis Robinson. Caitlin Scott. Timothy Scott. Skylar Aslan Scott. Michael J. Seeger Jr. Shaniqua Amaletti Sessoms. Thomas John Shaw. Milan Shelton. Anye Rollins. Nicole Marie Rosa Baez. Samantha Elizabeth Russell. Khadijah Sacco. Soraya Grace Schrouder. Victoria Louise Speechley. Diploma will be handed by parent and BSD staff member Amanda Scarborough. Tony Stanley. James Walter Brophy Stark. Daryl Anthony Stewart Jr. Elizabeth Ann Taplin. Matthew John Terranova. Jamar Thompson. Caleb Crawford Slemmer. Keturah Smith. Matthias Snow. Jacob Solomon. Sean Gabriel Sopirak. Ismael Luciano Soto. Keziah Soto. Grace Elizabeth Towler. Samantha Grace Walther. Fiona Ann Walsh. Anne Marie Watson. Janai Marie Watts. Janae Marie Watts. Milan Ari Watts Brown. Juliana Justine Webster. Maxwell Aaron Weiss. Gerson Vasquez Rodales. Raziel Vera Perez. Tatiana Veronica Victor. Naima Nayera Kalicia Nora Wade. Jalen Walker. Nasir D. Walker. Tajma Frank Walker. Karis Amelie Shewart. Soraya Imani Wells. Sophie Faye Winokur. Leah Joyce Windsor. Aaron Wing Jr. Diamond Winkfield. Ciani Vasquez. Tanaya Free Williams. Natalie Ann Williams. Diploma presented by BSD staff member Christy Williams. Aaliyah Marie Williams. Brooklyn Simone Wilder. Kayla Sanaya Williams. Michaela Sanai Williams. Diploma presented by BSD board member Reverend Dickerson. Justin Lee Williams. Celia Wishman. Brisbane. Kristen Maurice Wright. Annika Yak. Brandon Tong Salpan Zhou.
Graduates, please stand. On behalf of the entire Brandywine High School community, I congratulate the class of 2024. You may now turn your tassels from right to left. You are now officially Brandywine High School graduates. Congratulations. Now go make us proud.